Check it. Alright guys, what is up? You are back for another video with Data Zero. In this video, we're going to look at AMC stock. I have two bars patterns, one from the 2020 run-up and the 2020 run-up. I want to show you guys how similar the price action is today to these two run-ups and why I think we are lagging a little bit behind and where we are at in this process. But I think we are going to see a massive move. I thought we were going to see it today, but it wasn't enough to see the catalyst. I think the algo is kicking things down the road, trying to prolong this thing as long as possible. We're going to go into all of that and more in this video. We're also going to look at how many short shares they have and why they are holding them. So without wasting any more time, let's go ahead and hop in the charts, the facts, the data, and see what we have going on. You are back for another video with Data Zero. In this video, we're looking at our favorite meme stock, AMC. This video is going to be a little bit quicker update, guys. I'm just going to let you guys know what's going on for AMC, what I'm looking at, and then, of course, I'm going to give my predictions throughout this weekend. So, guys, today was not the breakout that we expected. We still stayed inside this triangle, as you guys can see, went right up to the support that I wanted to break. I wanted to break this overall ascending wedge triangle that we are in right now. But, guys, I am very hopeful for AMC's future. Why? Because you can see that fundamentals are improving, shorts thesis is getting destroyed, but even more so, guys, we have these bars patterns. As you guys can see, I think things are on track, but things are just taking a little bit longer than I would like or anyone would like. If you would look at these two patterns, you guys can see this is the 2020 run-up and this is the 2020 run-up. So this run-up is the 2020 run-up. This blue one is this run-up here, and then the red one is this run-up here. Look very closely at the price action from these two price points. We have a massive drop down, so you guys can see the massive drop down. Then we have this bull flag consolidation. Then we start to take off. Now, we have the same thing here. We start heading up. We have this massive drop down. Then we have this bull flag consolidation, and then we take off. I went and took these bars patterns from those two places. Again, this is the 2020 right here. You guys have seen this before. I've used it right here. And then this is the 2020 run up. This played out perfectly as we had this massive drop here. Move to the upside, this bull flag consolidation, and this is the takeoff. My personal theory, as these two things are playing out, it is just taking longer than we would like. The algo is dragging things out and taking things a little bit longer than they would like. And that's what I originally said before, as soon as the bars pattern started getting off track. Guys, if you remember, the bars pattern was tracking every single day for days. It was tracking day after day, week after week, and we got to see this thing continually move out and play out how we expected. Now we are seeing it slowly move off course, and I am looking for a gap up. I want to see a gap up pre-market, and that's what I was hoping would happen with earnings. I was hoping earnings was going to push us up pre-market, and we were going to see that gap up to the upside. As you guys can see, if we go ahead and overlay this thing was tracking to a T. It showed us the bottom, then it showed us the top. And again, I pulled this from the 2020 run-up. Then it showed us this bull flag type consolidation, and now the take off. And look at the price point we are at. Go ahead and look at the price point we are at. We need to get this gap up to these higher levels, and I'm expecting that to happen next week, in my personal opinion. That is why I was saying we're going to be trading at least $6 next week, but hopefully at $8 to $10, because I seen this price action and I'm looking for that gap up, and I still think it is going to occur. AMC has slowly been trending up each and every day. We had several green days in a row. As you guys can see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 green days in a row. Went back, tested resistance, and then popped right up. And now we are testing support and resistance again, checking on the way up. That way we can blast off, building a very strong base. And as you guys can see, we moved outside of the Bollinger Bands here on the daily time frame. Now we are back inside of the bands, so we could see a little bit of pullback on Monday or Tuesday. And again, this thing could take longer than expected, but sometime next week, I want to see a gap up. I think next week is going to be very, very interesting, and I think this is going to continue to play out. It is just taking longer than expected. But if you look at the price action from these last two run-ups, it is the exact same. This is the run-up to all-time highs marked here in red. As you guys can see, it had a drop down, then it comes up in this bull flag consolidation, and just look at the price structure. Look at it. It is exactly the same. Also, if you go ahead and look at the macro chart, the bigger picture, looking at the bigger price movements, we're about to get this golden or this bullish cross here on the monthly time frame. Monthly Bollinger Bands are consolidating, telling us volatility is coming. Weekly Bollinger Bands consolidating, telling us a massive move is coming. Like, it is very, very obvious that this move is coming. I'm sorry that it didn't happen today. You guys are sometimes a little impatient, but we have to wait. And then when it is time, we are going to take profits. But thankfully, we are closer to the end than the beginning. Guys, it is my personal belief that this thing is going to take off. And yes, I wanted to see that parabolic action today. We didn't see it, but I am under the assumption that it will be coming probably next week, in my personal opinion. If we go ahead and look at the macro, like I was saying, we have this falling wedge structure. As you guys can see, this is a run up to the upside. Then you have your falling wedge and you have another run up to the upside. And I do this all the time. I show you guys, just for the people that are new, if you take your high to your low, that will give you a pull for your falling wedge, and that can give you your breakout target. As you guys can see, it puts you at or around all-time highs. So we are moving up in an uptrend, in my personal opinion, and going to make a higher high. Also, if you look at a falling wedge's price structure, I also show you this, guys, all the time as well. But just for the people who are new, if you go ahead and type in falling wedge, you guys can see the price structure for this technical pattern, and you can see it leads to a higher high. As you guys can see, you have the uptrend, then you have your falling wedge, and it leads to a higher high. So on the macro, again, these things take time to play out, but it is going to play out. This is going to happen. As you guys can see, we consistently slowed down and hit our heads on this falling wedge resistance. Each and every time we had a rally, we got knocked back down, hitting our head on this. Well, guess what? It is no longer resistance anymore. And next time we rally, we are going to move to the upside. So I don't know how I can make it any more obvious. It is very, very obvious to me. Maybe it is not as obvious to you guys, but guys, we are going to see an uptrend, in my opinion. We're already starting to see the uptrend, and I think we're going to see a massive movement to the upside next week, possibly trading in between $8 and $10 next week. The price points that you guys need to look out for, I don't want to really put a time frame on things because, again, the algo is pushing things and kicking the can down the road. But the price points that we need to break is $8 to $12. Once we break through $8 to $12 golden zone here, there is little support and resistance holding us down, and you will see AMC start to fly. So once we get past $8 to $12, and you notice last time we ran up, where did we run to? $8. Exactly holding us down from that golden zone, and we need to get above that, and then you will see AMC fly. So just look for those price points. The first price point is $6. If we break $6, AMC can get very, very volatile. That's where shorts start going underwater. 8 to 12 is where you literally start to see AMC take off. Let's go ahead and look at the data. Guys, if you guys haven't seen already, this is the summaries for the earnings call. Total revenue grew about 21%. Net loss improved 101.9 million to 235.5 million. Adjusted net losses was 179.7 million compared to an adjusted net loss of 266.3 million. Diluted loss per share was only 17 cents compared to a diluted loss per share of 0.33 cents. Adjusted EPA approved by 68.8 million. And as you guys can see, the rest of it, credit revolving facilities, but you guys can read the rest of it here. This is the summary of the earnings call. Let's go ahead and look at the fundamental data and then wrap up the video. So again, guys, as normal, this is the option chain, but it expired. They do have 2.8 million short shares. And again, I think they are using I thought they were going to use them today, but I think they are using these for something else. I think they know that the run is coming and they are saving it for the run. That is just my personal theory, and that is why they didn't dump these today. I was expecting to watch these absolutely dump today. We'll go ahead and refresh it to see if they did accumulate more or drop anymore. But I was expecting them to use 2.8 today and see this go down to about zero, maybe 100,000, maybe 300,000. But guys, they didn't use any. So I think they are saving it for the bigger run that I think is to come. As you guys can see, short interest is 26.62%. Cost to borrow is sitting at 177% on average, and FTDs are racking up as normal. We have FTDs due T plus 35 closeout dates all this month. Things looking good as far as the data is concerned. So guys, this is the video. As I was saying, the macro is looking very good. These are the run-ups. I do think it is playing out. I think the algo is just taking longer. I think we are on track. I think we are going to see these higher prices. The technicals of the falling wedge says so. The bars pattern says so. Everything looks very similar. This price action looks very similar. The structure looks similar. As you guys can see, we are almost there. We are pushing to the upside. Just be patient. We are about to see our day and get paid. Just be ready to sell when it is time to sell, and don't hold this time, because if you hold to the top, you will be holding the whole time, being a bag holder just like last time. But I expect this time to actually be much more crazy, because I expect AMC to reach higher prices, because if you've seen my other videos, AMC is going to see this lift off, then come back down and actually consolidate to the upside and see another blast off as it repeats the cycle again. As you guys can see, this is the 2020 run up. We're going to have a push to the upside, then another consolidation to the upside, and another run up, in my personal opinion. But guys, that is the video. Hopefully you found it informative. If you like, you guys can check me out on Twitter and Discord for even more updates. I talk about my stocks, cryptos, trades all day long. So if you find any of that interesting, go ahead and check it out in the comments below. And as always, have fun, stay safe, make money. Peace out. Alright guys, that was the video. Hopefully you found it informative. If you did, go ahead and drop a like and subscribe for more content like this. And remember, you can check me out on Twitter and Discord for even more Data Zero updates. And guys, I truly appreciate each and every one of you that drops comments, shows loves, and subscribes. It really does mean the world to me. And as always, have fun, stay safe, make money. Peace out.